Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another freaking video. As promised, I am here with another video about entire meal prep, diet plan, and basically full day of eating. I'm gonna be going ahead and showing you guys my meal prep for the entire day. I'm gonna be helping you guys with the meal prep so that I'll be cooking the food for the entire day at once, so that you have a clear idea how the macros will be distributed throughout the entire day, so that you also get different ideas how you can also go ahead and meal prep for the entire day, and you don't have to work that much on your diet. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, so the first meal would be muesli. This is the muesli that I use. This has all the chia seeds, flax seeds, nuts in terms of walnuts, don't get me wrong, and some fruits, chopped fruits. Again, they are really good. So let's quickly go ahead and get into making it. First, neutralize the bowl, and then we're gonna be adding the muesli. Let's see how much we need to add. Okay guys, so I've decided to use 100 grams of muesli. We'll also be adding some creatine to it, adding about 1 scoop. So now we'll be adding the milk. Go ahead and give this a mix. Again, this makes it on an average of 410 grams, which is a good amount. Okay guys, so we have our oatmeal ready. Let me quickly go ahead and show you guys. We can also go ahead and add in some toppings to give it an amazing taste. Let me tell you guys what I'll be adding. So this is the oatmeal, and we have some squeezy honey. We need to add some honey. Again, this will probably be really sweet, but what can we say? Oh, come on, bro. I think that much should be good enough. We'll also be adding some Milkmaid. Oops, it's frozen. We'll give this a mix. So that much is good enough. I'm just gonna give this. Takes the meal to another level, and that's where we have this done. Put this back, this a mix. Now we're gonna let this rest in the refrigerator for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then we're gonna go have it. The reason I added honey and Milkmaid is the fact that it adds extra amount of calories, and that's the only reason I usually add some kind of meal, some kind of extract, or kind of anything that is just an addition to the taste would really help you along with the calories. So that's the only reason I am adding it. I'll be putting in the macros on the screen somewhere. Go ahead and check it out. It has really good amount of calories that is going to be adding to your daily diet. So go ahead and follow it. Now I'll be showing you guys the next meal prep, which we'll be getting in a second.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so the next meal that we'll be preparing would be vegetable salad, but before that we gotta have some electrolytes. Again, there are a lot more healthier options, so you don't want to go ahead and continue with this, because you will get frustrated, because you'll just be thinking that I'm out of my diet, I'm getting off track of my diet. But again, it's totally fine. You don't have to think that hard about it. Just go have it, because it's just adding 35 grams of carbs, so it's totally fine. And possibly some sugar, so I just don't think about it that much. Just go ahead and have it. Now let's go ahead and create the vegetable salad. For the salad, high protein salad, we'll be using some cheese, again paneer, and also we'll be using some tomatoes. Again, tomatoes are 211 or 212 grams. The carrots will be 240 grams, and the paneer will be using 200 grams. So let's go ahead and chop this off. Alright guys, so now what we'll be doing is adding some oil to the pan and going ahead and cooking these, or maybe simmering these with low heat. Wait, I haven't even turned on the gas. Slowly. Again, we're almost done. For the masalas, what we'll be doing is adding some good amount of salt with some red chili along with king masala. I have no idea what this tastes like. Again, it should be soury a little, or maybe, yeah, tangy kind of. And we'll also be adding some Maggi masala, which is a really good flavor to the veggies. We'll let this oil heat, and then we'll put the carrots in, and then we're going to be adding some paneer, but we'll not be adding the tomatoes to this. We'll just be adding tomatoes like raw, because it tastes much better that way. Otherwise it'll just leave water in the pan, and then it'll just make it into a sticky kind of vegetable, which I don't really like. So yeah, pan's pretty hot. Now let's go ahead and add the carrots. The oil splash is really dangerous, so make sure you're cautious about that. We're not going to be going overboard with the eating stuff. Just do a little, and then we'll be ready to move this into the meal prep box. Just gonna turn down the heat, and now we'll just let it sit for another minute or two, and then we'll be adding the paneer and the masalas. You guys make sure that you don't follow the 5-second rule, that if the vegetables fall down, you have 5 seconds to pick it up before it gets bad. That's not how it goes. Make sure you have good amount of good kind of food that you're putting into your body, not with the bacteria and stuff, because that'll just fuck up your body. Now we'll be adding some salt. Don't go overboard with it. Now we'll be adding red chili, actually 3 pinches, 2.5 actually. That gives it a good taste, I believe. Now we're going to be adding the king masala. Again, I'd rather do this. There we have it. Again, once you get started with the cooking, you'll be able to have an estimate how much you need to put in the masalas. I mean, don't get me wrong again, fucked up shit. Now we'll be adding some Maggi masala. Again, really good flavor. And we are done with this. Alright, looks pretty amazing. Now we're gonna go ahead and chop those tomatoes, just taking off the bad parts. Again, I like tomatoes, that's the reason I'm putting them in. You can use spinach, it's a really good multivitamin source. You can go ahead and use that as well. It's gonna be really good for your nitrous oxide in your blood. There we have it done. Now we're gonna go ahead and give these bad boys a chop, or maybe just cut these. With that, we were able to chop all the tomatoes. Next thing, guys, we'll be adding these tomatoes to this, what we've already created. We've done enough, and I think that would give it a good taste. And with that, our vegetable salad is done. You can also go ahead and use this in 2 servings, which is going to be a really good fit for you guys as well. So I'm just going to be taking half of it to the office, and half of it I'll just be leaving it here for the time when I get back, and I can go ahead and enjoy this. Let's go ahead and pack this meal. Again, looks pretty tasty to me. That's how I like my food. So again, told you guys the tomato would leave the water, so see, the water has just come out of the tomatoes. I have no idea what the reasoning is, but yeah, I'm tending to get to know it real soon. So this is a one-time meal. Now I'm going to be having this when I get back. Another thing what you can do is, for an amazing taste, add some lemon to it, which will again give it a soury taste, which will enhance the taste of the entire thing. I have added the lemon to it, the ones that I'm taking to work. And the next one I'll be adding to the mix that I've created when I get back. I don't want to be doing the same work when I get back, so I like to prepare everything beforehand, giving this a taste. Hopefully this should taste really good, so fingers crossed, guys. Guys, really amazing. You should give this recipe a taste. I'll give this about 9 out of 10 because it's pretty tasty. Alright guys, so another meal is out of the way. So with that, the entire calories would add up to 700, and the total for the entire day would be 1500 calories. That is pretty good amount with, you know, with the raw foods that you guys will be intaking with this type of recipe and this type of meal plan. And again, we have done really good amount of calories until now, and then we're also going to be drinking some kind of milk every here and there, or maybe, you know, sweet lassi and stuff, because that'll also add the calories. And once we are done with that, now we're going to be moving on to the third meal prep, which is going to be scrambled eggs, which we're going to be adding 5 eggs. And let me quickly go ahead and show you guys. And for the previous meal, I have already added the macros somewhere on the screen. Let's just go ahead and have a look at it, and then we're going to be going ahead and moving on to the meal number 3, which will be scrambled eggs. Alright guys, so with that we are done with the third meal of the day, which would be scrambled eggs with 5 eggs. And the seasonings, again, the same that I've used for the salad. Is a really amazing taste. You guys should definitely give it a try. And once done with that, the dinner, the calories that are entirely, you know, when we put together, it becomes up to 2000 calories. This is just only for the whole foods. Now we're going to be also having some electrolytes on the during the entire day, like water intake. Again, that'll help us, you know, with the macronutrients traveling from one part of the body to another using the bloodstream. So that's why you should make sure that you have enough electrolytes. And once that is done, you will also be adding in some banana shake, maybe once or twice a day, which again would make it up to 1000 extra calories. That'll sum up on a total of 3000 calories in one day. So you have to make sure that you do this. And again, this will really help you guys get back on track with your diet and meal plans. And yeah guys, with that we are done with this video. Again, this would be one of many full day of eating meal plans, again meal preps again. So you have to make sure that you follow it along. And if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon to get notified every time I post a new video. And peace out guys, thanks for watching.